7 money rules that quietly keep the middle class stuck. Picture this. You're doing everything right. You have a steady job. You pay your bills on time. You save a little each month. You're not reckless with money. And yet, somehow, you still feel stuck. Your bank balance goes up, then back down. Every raise disappears. Every year feels financially the same, just more expensive. You're not broke, but you're also nowhere near free. And the scary part is this: nothing feels wrong enough to fix. If that sounds familiar, yeah, this video is for you. Because today we're talking about 7 money rules that most people follow without questioning. And they're the exact reason the middle class stays stuck generation after generation. And here's the thing, none of these rules sound stupid. They sound responsible. They sound safe. They sound like what you're supposed to do. That's why they're so dangerous. My name is Eddie, and I spend way too much time thinking about money, behavior, and why smart people still struggle financially. If you're someone who earns decent money but feels like progress is painfully slow, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. All right, let's get into it. Rule number 1. If you make more money, you'll be fine. Look, this one feels obvious. Make more money. Problem solved. Right. Except that's not how it actually plays out. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, over 60% of Americans earning over $100,000 still live paycheck to paycheck. Let that sink in. That's not a math problem. That's a behavior problem. Here's what most people don't realize. Income doesn't create wealth. Margin does. If you earn $60,000 and save $6,000, that's a 10% margin. If you earn $120,000 and save $3,000, you're technically richer, but financially weaker, and psychologically, higher income often reduces urgency. You think, I'm good now. I'll figure it out later. I deserve this. This is where lifestyle inflation quietly eats your future. Action step. Instead of asking, how can I earn more? Ask, how much of what I earn do I actually keep? Track your savings rate, not your salary. Rule number 2. Always buy the nicer version. Now you might be thinking, Eddie, are you saying I shouldn't enjoy my money? No, I'm saying most people confuse quality with status. Here's a simple example. You buy a $45,000 car instead of a $25,000 one. You tell yourself it's safer, more reliable, better quality, but the real cost isn't the $20,000 difference. It's higher insurance, higher maintenance, faster depreciation, lost investment growth. That $20,000 invested at 8% over 30 years becomes over $200,000. This is where it gets really interesting. Psychologically, we don't upgrade because of utility. We upgrade because of identity. We buy the version that matches who we want to be seen as. Action step. For any upgrade, ask, would I buy this if nobody else could see it? If the answer is no, it's probably not worth it. Rule number 3. Debt is normal as long as you can afford the payment. This rule is crippling the middle class. Monthly payment thinking is how banks win. A $500 per month car payment doesn't feel dangerous. A $2,000 per month mortgage doesn't feel dangerous. But here's the math people ignore. A 30-year mortgage at 7% means you'll pay nearly double the home's purchase price in interest. And psychologically, debt does something subtle. It locks in your future income before you earn it. You're not choosing how to spend your money. Your past self already decided. Here's what most people don't realize. Debt reduces flexibility more than it reduces cash flow. Action step. Start measuring purchases in years of freedom, not monthly payments. Ask, how many months of future income am I giving up? Rule number 4. Saving is the same as building wealth. Saving feels productive, but saving alone does not build wealth. It preserves value. Inflation quietly destroys idle cash. At 3% inflation, money loses half its purchasing power in about 24 years. So if you save $50,000 and leave it untouched, you didn't play it safe. You played it slow. Now you might be thinking, but investing is risky. Yes, so is doing nothing. The S&P 500 has averaged around 10% annually over the long term. The real risk isn't volatility, it's delay. Action step. If you have an emergency fund, start investing even small amounts. $200 per month at 8% over 30 years equals nearly $300,000. Rule number 5. I'll start investing when I feel ready. This one is pure psychology. You're waiting for confidence, but confidence comes after action, not before. Most investors don't feel ready at $1,000 or $10,000 or even $100,000 because the brain hates uncertainty. Here's the brutal truth. Time matters more than perfection. Missing just 5 years of investing can cut your final wealth nearly in half. Action step. Start imperfectly. Automate investments so emotion never gets a vote. Rule number 6. As long as I'm better than average, I'm doing okay. This rule is sneaky because average feels safe. But the average American has under $5,000 in savings, carries credit card debt, retires later than planned. Being above average in a broken system still leads to mediocrity. Comparison kills progress. Action step. Compare yourself only to where you were last year. Track net worth, not social validation. Rule number 7. Retirement is a problem for future me. This one quietly destroys decades because the earlier you delay, the harder it becomes. Saving $500 per month starting at 25 versus saving $1,000 per month starting at 40. The earlier saver often wins, not because they saved more, but because time did the heavy lifting. Action step. Pay your future self first, even if it's uncomfortable. Now let's bring it all together. Look, the middle class isn't stuck because people are lazy or stupid. They're stuck because they're following rules that were never designed to create freedom. These rules reward stability, not ownership. Comfort, not leverage. Short-term relief, not long-term power. But here's the good news. Once you see these rules, you can break them. And breaking them doesn't require extreme income or genius investing. It requires awareness, discipline, and patience. If this video helps shift how you think about money, hit the thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Subscribe to Money Growth Lab for weekly breakdowns on wealth, investing, and the psychology of money. And remember, you don't need to earn like the rich to think like them. You just need to stop following rules that keep you stuck.